If people aren't buying your offer, then we need to talk. In this episode, I am going to walk you through some of the things that you may be missing to make your offer super juicy, that people actually understand what it is, how it can help them, and makes them want to buy it, makes them hungry for what you have to sell and how you can help them. I'm Vickie Dickson. I am a holistic marketing strategist and a copywriter, human design expert, lots and lots of things that really don't matter to this conversation. If you're putting offers out there and they're not selling, then something is off. We need to fix that. And that's what we're going to do in this episode. So maybe you are not focusing on the benefits of your offer. Maybe people don't really understand the results that they're going to get. Something is not compelling them to purchase this offer and actually work with you, which means that you're not making the money in your business that you need to make in order to stay sustainable. My mission as an entrepreneur of 30 plus years and a 5-time six-figure business owner is to get you sustainable in your business so that you can have the impact that you're here to have. I want you to do that in a way that doesn't burn your life to the ground, making you feel like you're on this content creation wheel. You always have to be launching all of the things that exhaust us as entrepreneurs. If that sounds like it's your jam, then stick around. We're going to talk about your offer next. So your offer. One of the biggest mistakes that I see entrepreneurs making with their offer is that they are focusing solely on the features of their offer. So what this looks like is that in your content, in your copy, in your sales page, you're talking about the calls are on Mondays. There are 4 calls with me over the course of 3 weeks. You get a bonus co-working session with my community manager. You get a Facebook group. We have open office hours on this day. All of those things are features that people really don't care about. What people want to hear about are the benefits. So they get a co-working session. Why does that matter? They get 3 calls with you in 4 weeks. What's going to happen on those calls? What makes them want that call? Why do they need that call? And this goes back to that episode that I recorded for you on the 2 words that are missing in your content. I want you to always be thinking of the so that or the because. So for everything you promise in your sales page for your offer, for everything that you promise in your content that you're creating for your offer, I want you to be having that voice in your head that says, why does that matter? And then why does that matter? And then why does that matter? It's the because or the so that. You want to do that so that you get to the benefit of what it is that is included in that offer. So focus on the benefits, not on the features. Another thing that can be missing is results. And I know that you may be a little bit newer to this entrepreneurial thing, and maybe you don't have killer results to share yet. If that's the case, you got to do a beta launch and you have to get some testimonials. Even if you don't have a testimonial for this particular offer, you may have some people who can speak to what it's like to work with you, who can speak to the results that they have gotten. Again, we see that word, right? The results that they have gotten by working with you. So you want to have some of that content available to share on your social channels and definitely to share on your sales page for your offer. Sometimes we can think that we need to pile on loads and loads and loads of bonuses. But I'm hearing more and more and more from the women that I'm working with that they actually are tired of bonuses. They actually don't even open the bonuses. I want you to start to consider that what people are paying for is the time in the room with you, a real person who has done what you need to lead them through. And that brings me to my final point in this little episode, is that you don't have to have the answer to all the problems. You don't have to be, the Amy Porterfield of email marketing to help someone. You need to be just a little bit ahead of your ideal client in order to lead them on the path. Maybe you are not an expert at making 7 figures. Maybe you are not an expert at growing an email list of 100,000 people. But you're an expert in your topic, and we need you to stand in the power that you have. We need you to confidently talk about that offer. And I know I said that was the last point, but I want to say something else here. Are you in love with your offer? Like, do you absolutely freaking love your offer? Or is it one of those things that you're like, I don't really know if it's going to help people. I feel a little timid to talk about it, because people are going to feel that. People are going to feel that energy on the other side of your Instagram post, on the other side of your blog post, on the other side of your podcast episode. They're going to feel that. If you do not absolutely freaking love your offer and understand that it can help people, then they're going to respond to that, or actually not respond to your offer, right? When you put it out. So something that I would ask you is, what do you need to do in order to fall in love with your offer? What needs to happen in order for you to understand how great of an offer this is? And maybe that is simply doing a beta round with real life people in the room. If you've never done a beta round, so what is beta? Beta is simply the first time that you offer something, and typically you offer it at a lower price and you get feedback along the way. So when I run a beta, I have people fill out a Google form after every single module giving me feedback on that particular module. What did they love? What did they hate? What was it missing? Were there holes? Were there mistakes in the copy? Anything and everything. I want to know. They're going to build it with me, so they're getting it at a cheaper price. And then they feel like they have ownership in it as well, right? It feels really juicy to do a beta, and then you easily fall in love with your offer because you start to see from these people who've participated in it first that they actually are getting results, that it actually is helping them, that there are things that they love about it. And then it's easier for you to kind of throw yourself behind it with confidence and share it with the rest of the world. Just please be sure that you remember to share the results that those people have gotten and to share the benefits and not the features of your offer. I'm offering a free 3-day masterclass where I'm going to go through exactly what needs to happen to make your offer feel really juicy so that people will actually buy it. Because what I have found is that there's a lot of people in this space who are not making money in their businesses. And they're creating content all the time, they're putting out offers all the time, and nothing's working. I've identified 2 of the reasons that that can be happening, and that's what we're going to cover in this 3-day masterclass series that's completely free. We're going to talk about your offer, what needs to change, how you're going to fix it so that it's actually something that people want to buy. We're also going to talk about the thing that is holding you back from choosing a niche and how you can actually fully step into and own your niche so that you make more money. And then we're going to talk about why you need to leverage your human design in order to create the kind of content that draws people to you. The big 3 days, it's always a hit. This 3-day series is always a hit. There will be probably about 200 people in the room with us, and I will do some hot seat coaching as we go along. So lots of juiciness in this offer of mine, and I would love to see you there. It's 100% free, but it's the thing that is going to move you forward in your business so that you can actually make the money that you're here to make and have the impact that you're here to have. Do you see what I did there? I talked about the so that. What is the result of coming through this masterclass with me? I'll put the link in the comments for you.